All right, Joseph, let's run down through the MaxB TV starting grid here. Femi Olat does indeed take the pole with a 31.972. Congratulations to Femi, man. That is an amazing lap, I got to say, man. Just amazing. Bobby Zilinski will start in second place. Justin Lisenby starting third. Daniel Falkingham fourth. Nick Mullinex will start fifth. Aaron Smith sixth. Zoltan Herzog did come in seventh. I believe he only got one lap in, but I'm not really sure about that. James Simmons, 8th. Freddie De La Rosa, good to see Freddie back. He starts 9th, and Nathan Lewis rounds out the top 10. Joseph?
Terrell Baker will start in 11th with Dallas Myhan starting 12th. They both take up row number 6. Row number 7, we have Cole Frolic 13th, and Anthony Emery will start 14th. Tommy Gossett and Spencer Matt will take up row number 8 and 15th and 16th. Chad Oxendine was the last qualifier out there. He will start 17th with Will Klein 18th. And then in row number 10, we have Eric Sable 19th, and it says for me, Bobby Chaney starts 20th.
Yes, sir. Tom Mercier 22nd. I think that's supposed to be 21st. Must be somebody just joined at the last second. Sheldon Lockey, 23rd. Cody Miller, 24th. Sean Williams, 25th. John Barry, 26th. Jared Darling, 27th. Josh Robin, 28th. Cody Miller, 29th. Scott Taylor, 30th. And Brett Pancari, 31st. Elijah Gracia, 32nd. Scott Shire, 33rd. Patrick Colby, 34th. Tony Hillbrands will start in 35th. And rounding out the field, Dylan Patterson in 36th position.
36 drivers getting ready to start
man.
This Atlanta race, 130 laps. We're just a few seconds away for the cars to start rolling and do one pace lap, and then we go green for 130 laps for the second race of the season.
Don't forget, we got to get old TCB up here. Got to do that the other night. And I think somebody put a comment on the video or something. You know, we didn't get a yeehaw.
We'll make sure we get this time. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here on MaxB TV, those in the chat, thank you guys so much for tuning in on this Tuesday evening, getting ready for the second race of the NORC 1987 NASCAR Series season. Here at Atlanta Motor Speedway, we're ready to bring you the action. Cody Miller won last week at Daytona and a fantastic finish. Who will get the win tonight after 130 laps? We're about to find out in about an hour and a half. Femi Olat and Bobby Zilinski will take up the front row to get set here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And we'll see who's going to have some good runs, who's going to have some bad runs tonight. Of course, these guys will be slipping, sliding around a lot, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Of course, we know somebody that's going to get this race started for us. It will be good old TCB. TCB, you got a copy?
Hey, what's up, Joe?
Are you ready to go hot Atlanta racing?
Oh, let me tell you, Joe, I know you're right here in Georgia. You know it's hot. We're here at Hot Atlanta, so everyone here in NORC and everyone in all the chats and the streams are all ready. All right, boys, here we are here at Hot Atlanta. Get the fans out.
Green.
We're gonna get a good old Hot Atlanta.
All right, the green flag is in the air here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Femi Olat has cleared Bobby Zilinski already. Now down to the inside already. Daniel Falkian took a peek on his nose for the second spot. Can't quite get it done. We're coming down the back straightaway for the first time today.
Wow, Falkingham has to duck it in line there. Boy, I'll tell you, I think this is going to be, until they get some rubber laid down, it's going to be line sensitive, I think.
Coming off turn 4 to complete the first lap, Femi Olat has already pulled away by about 5 car lengths ahead of Bobby Zilinski heading into turn number 1. Zilinski second, Falkian third, Lisenby fourth. Side by side for the 5th spot going on right now. That's Nick Musinix and Aaron Smith coming off turn number 2.
And looking strong. Boy, look at him fanned out back here. James Simmons, we were talking about him being a factor here tonight, being one of the fastest in practice, but he's already dropped 1 position back to 9th, but he's not done yet.
Side by side again, still for the 5th spot. It looks like Nick Musinix is finally going to clear Aaron Smith. Now all of a sudden, here comes Freddie De La Rosa underneath Aaron Smith. He takes his spot away, and they're side by side almost once again with Zoltan Herzog and James Simmons.
Man, look at these guys going at it. And Femi stretching that lead out on Bobby Zilinski. I'm kind of thinking Bobby might be saving some tires here. Remember, folks, they only have 4 changes. Now, that makes 5 sets of tires. They start with a set, and they only get 4 changes. So 5 sets of tires here tonight. So it's going to be important to kind of save what tires you got.
Especially at this racetrack. This racetrack is very abrasive. It just eats up the tires. You really got to take care of the tires here at this racetrack. And especially with these cars slipping and sliding around, these tires are going to be gone. It's a hot racetrack. It's at 122 degrees right now. It's going to wear these tires pretty fast. So you really have to take care of them tonight because you only have technically 5 sets tonight.
Wow.
This battle is still going on back here. Aaron Smith, James Simmons. Now Nick Mucinex all of a sudden is dropping back a couple of spots. Here comes Zoltan Herzog to his inside, and that's Terrell Baker coming into the picture as well.
Yeah, I seen Terrell up there. He's only picked up 1 position, but he's kind of taking his time right now. Boy, Femi, look at Femi stretching that lead out. 3/4 of a second back to Bobby Zilinski right now.
Well, Femi Alat was 2/10 faster in qualifying, so I'm not surprised to see how fast he is. He could be the guy that could definitely hold off Bobby Zilinski, even if Zilinski decide to save the tires right now, because Femi Alat, I think he's got this place figured out. He's definitely have probably done some practice around here in this past week.
Yep. Boy, Bobby, I'll tell you what, here's what I'm seeing. Bobby Zilinski going into the corner, into turn 3. That car is everything but sideways. So these guys they're right up on that wheel every step of the way, making sure that, look at them again, into turn 1, that car almost sideways.
That's insane how up on the wheel these guys are racing. It looks like right now this battle for third might heat up. So far, Daniel Falkingham holding off Lizaby, but Lizaby a couple of times has peeked his nose to his left, but just hasn't been able to capitalize on it. He's going to still sit there in the 4th spot.
Yeah, it's looking like they want to get racy. They want to be able to race the heck out of these cars, but it's going to be difficult with that going into the corners. Okay, he does look to the inside of Daniel Falkingham to take 3rd. Hasn't completed the pass just yet. He wants to get up there, man. Everything but slideways.
Yeah, I was just about to mention, as he does clear Falkingham for 3rd, I just love how you see these cars get sideways a little bit coming off the corner. It's just so cool, and they're still on the gas.
Yeah, I know it. That's what's so amazing about it. How about Anthony Emery? Look at him coming up to 10th place after starting 14th. Definitely wants to get up there.
Yeah, I thought I could have seen him maybe qualify a little bit higher than what he did, unless he made a mistake in the qualifying. But he always knows how to find his way. Oh, we got a car in the wall up in front of him. That was James Simmons, just a little bit.
Yeah, I seen that.
He's going to lose a couple of spots because of it. Aaron Smith got by. Terrell Baker's going to go by him. So James Simmons got a little bit too much coming off the corner. I think he's going to be okay, but definitely going to lose a couple of spots after that. And now, all of a sudden, it looks like Aaron Smith and Terrell Baker wants to have a piece with Fred De La Rosa.
Well, we got a couple drivers that have bowed out now. Cody Lamas, Cole Freilich, and, of course, Will Klein's out, too. So, well, I don't think Will even started the race, but Cody Lamas and Cole Freilich only ran a few laps, and then they parked it. So that puts our points leader in dead last place back here, Joseph.
Yeah, right now sitting in the 16th, 32nd spot. And as you can see, it looks like, does he have a little bit damage on the right side, maybe? Maybe not.
No, I don't see any.
He's definitely off the pace right now.
Yeah, he's not feeling it here right now. Beautiful looking car, though. I love that car, man. Just a jet black car with some silver on the bottom. I'm not sure if it's finished yet or not, but it looks great. But and then Bobby Chaney finishing 2nd last week. He's back in 27th.
Boy, look at this bout right here for 6, Rudy. And look at this, 5 cars right here.
Oh, yeah, I know it.
Blanket, Aaron Smith, Freddie, TCB, James Simmons, and Anthony Emery all together. And look at this, 3 wide.
Oh, my God. Yeah, Anthony, man, he gets a twofer out of that.
He passed 2 cars in that corner.
Good Lord.
He's not wasting any time. He wants to get up to the front.
Man, I'm telling you, yeah, he is definitely coming from 14th to 7th. He's already cut that in half. I think a lot of these guys up in the front here right now, I think inside the top 10 here, these guys have got this car pretty much figured out. It's like we said last week, Joseph. They had 14 cautions last week. Unlike these guys to have that many cautions. Really, okay, and especially at a super speedway. But it was the first race of the season. It was at a super speedway, a rough super speedway at that. The old Daytona 07, and they were totally unfamiliar with these cars. They just played around with them a little bit. I don't think they really raced with them that much, did they?
No, not at all. And we got about for second.
Yeah, I see that. Lizaby coming up
underneath Zilinski. Right now, looks like they're going to still stay side by side off the corner, but it looks like Zilinski's got a better advantage up on that outside lane. But Lizaby ain't going to give up without a fight until Zilinski shuts the door on him.
Yeah, you ain't got to try that again, buddy.
But because of that battle, Femi has pulled away again to 1.1 second lead. Femi's fast right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can see Bobby back here. Yeah, 1 full second up to the leader, Femi Olat. And Justin Lizenby, he is not letting Bobby Zilinski get out of his sight right now. Yes, sir, man. Falkingham sitting there. Well, Zoltan Herzeg's found himself into 5th place now. He got away from that disaster. Well, not a disaster, but that racing that was so intent there with Aaron Smith and Terrell Baker, James Simmons and those guys. They're back here now. They're battling on their own.
I want to look back with Freddie here. He's dropped back to the 12th spot. He's about to lose the 11th spot. He got up there into the top 5, but then all of a sudden, he started in 9th, got up there to the top 5, but all of a sudden he's dropping back.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe all that racing that those guys were doing, maybe he kind of burned up that right front. That's going to be the tire that these guys are going to have to watch tonight. That right front tire. It seems like as abrasive as these tracks are, and that hard compound that these guys are running here, it's burning up that right front.
Eric Sable just got by him. Chad Oxidine is working on him right now. But yeah, he's definitely dropped several spots all of a sudden.
How about Jared Darling coming from 27th to 15th?
Not bad.
We've seen him run pretty good last week there. He got up into the top 5, but he wound up not having a good finish.
Yeah, he got involved in that late crash. Had a great run last week until that point. So hopefully he'll have another good run tonight. So far, it seems like in the early going, he's been fast.
Yeah, we got another race going on here. I seen Terrell Baker and Aaron Smith going at it side by side. Terrell Baker's doing pretty good in these cars.
Not too bad for him. Yeah, you're absolutely right. He started 11th. He's up to 8th, but we got a battle for 3rd picking up right now. Daniel Falkingham underneath Lizaby. Lizaby almost was battling with Zilinski a few laps ago and had a shot to get by him, but just couldn't. And now Falkingham's like, you know what? Let me move to the 3rd spot. Let's see if I can do something with Zilinski. Man, that was close.
Yep. Lizenby, he wasn't going to back off right there.
And this battle you talked about, really from 7th on back. Look at this still. I mean, these guys have been going at it for almost 10 laps.
Yeah, this is wild here, man. Pretty wild.
Aaron Smith, James Simmons side by side together. Then you got Terrell Baker and Nick Musenek side by side, and Tommy Gossett has come into the picture. Tommy's moved up a few spots. Whoa! Look at Aaron Smith sideways.
Oh man, good save.
He's gonna lose a few spots because of that, though.
You know, one thing I have noticed about these cars, and I'm just looking at it from my perspective, I haven't even driven the car yet, but it looks to me like these guys are having a a little easier time saving these cars than they do the Gen 6. Are you seeing that, or is it just me?
Well, I mean, probably maybe we can ask one of those guys that question when we get to talk.
Yeah.
But, maybe I can agree with you on that.
Maybe because they're so boxy and they're not as fast as the Gen 6 cars are, especially on a track like this, Now, of course, we've seen them on a super speedway last week, but no restrictor plates there.
So, Rudy, we've completed, 21 laps. And lap times have definitely dropped down. The fastest lap from Femi Olat was 32.5. He's dropped off the pace almost over a second half to almost 2 seconds. So, yeah, the tires are definitely wearing, and the pace has slowed down just a little bit.
And Zilinski has closed the gap down a little bit. He's down to 0.6 of a second now.
Yeah, with Zilinski's times, he's only dropped it, I would say, at least only over a second. So he's definitely saved the tires a little bit better than Femi.
Yeah, his fastest lap was a 32.7. So he was 0.2 of a second. Well, about a tenth and 1.7 seconds or something, or I can't even say it. A little over a tenth and a half, slower than Femi's fastest lap. But again, like I said at the beginning of the race, I think Bobby Zilinski might be on a goal here to try to save tires, because they only got X amount of tires to go through. 4 changes is all they can do.
Absolutely right. And Bobby Zilinski is pretty good about saving tires. So he knows how to adjust when there's only a few sets. Battle for 7th. Picking up Tommy Gossett, trying to get around James Simmons to the inside, going in the
got him.
He does get him. I'm surprised we haven't seen James Simmons be a little bit closer to the front, but long way to go. So, and he got into the wall not too long ago, not too much. So he's probably trying to take his time right now.
And they're. Yeah, he does clear, but James Simmons tried to come back there. And I've noticed, boy, the guys are really laying out of the throttle for a long time in these cars, just because of that hot, slick track out there. I don't know what the temperature is right now, but let's see. Take a look at it here. 114, so it has cooled down under the cloudy skies a little bit. So cooled down about 7 degrees since when they started.
Maybe we could go on board with somebody, see what it's like being in that race car right now. Let's go on board with James Simmons, see what he's feeling in that car.
All right, yeah, let's do that.
See how much he's lifting. We're going down the back straightaway. It looks like that's Nick Mucinex came by him. Let's see how much he's lifting here.
Yeah, he's out of the gas. I mean, just feathering it.
145 miles per hour there.
Yeah.
Let's see what it's like going down to turn 1. Almost 180 miles per hour, and then he's going to slow it down all the way to almost 145 miles per hour. So definitely a big drop off. And look at what's in that cockpit, Rudy. I love that. You see that fan in there? Oh man, how many?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, you see that like under the gauges. How often do you see that?
Under the gauges. I'm gonna have to tip this down a little bit here to see. Oh, that is cool to keep the feet cool.
There you go. I mean, that's what they used.
Sweet.
There's your AC right there, Rudy.
Yeah, that's something. You don't see that in the newer cars, but those guys run with a whole different cooling setup for the guys. But we got to change for the lead now. Zilinski did take over the lead as we were goofing around looking at that fan, but
and Falkiam now working on Femi Olat for 2nd.
Yeah. So did Femi get out there, burn his tires up?
I would assume so, and apparently, and you know what? It's a good experiment for him right now, so he can figure it out for later on in the race.
And here comes Zoltan right up on his tail now. Wow, Zoltan's joined the parade, and he's taking a look now to the inside of Femi. And those two have had a history in the past, so let's make sure that history stays in the past, guys. Come on. Boy, Femi's keeping him pinned right to the bottom, too. And Zoltan does get that position away from him. So, Femi going backward. after leading the first 25 laps of the race.
You know who else is going backwards? That's Justin Lisaby. He's back to the 7th spot, and he's about to lose another one to Nick Mucinex. I think he's definitely burned up his tires a little too much. Wow, he went a little bit higher up there. I mean, look at that. Eric Sable goes by. Chad Oxendine goes by. I tell you what, a good run early on for Eric Sable and Chad Oxendine.
Yeah.
And here comes Jared Darling again. Jared has just moved himself into the top 10.
I know it. That's who I'm watching, because he might be a favorite to win here tonight with that much, enthusiasm and moving forward like that, picking up 17 positions in this race in the first 31 laps. That's pretty amazing. He just might wind up to be one of the favorites to win here. I don't know.
Anthony Emery battling with Femi Olai for 4th.
Yep, and he gets it. Now he's moved up quite a few positions as well.
Zoltan Herzog just moved up to 2nd.
Yeah. So he's coming. He's seeing what's going on up there right now with the...
Femi's in the pits.
Oh, wow. Pitting early.
Maybe it's different strategy playing.
Oh, well, could be. Because these guys should be able to go at least another, 7 or 8 laps here. But, let's see, 31.
These guys may be trying, do this on 3 pit stops if this stays green all the way.
Yeah, that's what I would probably do. Because you got to make sure that when you come to pit road, you can only do 4 tire changes. You only get 5 sets of tires for tonight.
Terrell Baker coming down pit road.
Oh boy, some of these guys coming in early.
And Sheldon Lockey coming in. So yeah, there's definitely green flag pit stops happening right now.
Dang. Well, let's keep an eye on the leaders up here, because Zoltan starting to close that gap on Bobby Zilinski. I think Bobby just really, I think he wanted to get the lead to get that bonus point, because he was about to win that race last week at Daytona and got taken out and finished back in 9th or 10th place. Man, that was a rough one for him.
Daniel Falkingham comes down pit road to make his green flag pit stop, as Terrell Baker is leaving his pits, and so is Aaron Smith. And just got word Aaron Smith may have a speeding penalty.
Oh, my.
So, and Liza B is down pit road, so Aaron Smith with a speeding penalty early on. Jared Darling coming into the pits.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that Bobby Zilinski is about to get passed here by Zoltan Herzog. This is kind of interesting here, and I look at Bobby keeping him pinned down.
Oh, he's pinning him down.
Oh, yeah, and Zoltan may be the new leader here at the line. Let's see if he leads this lap.
He does.
He does, yes. Wow, way to race it up there, Zoltan, and Bobby's just going to let him go. He said, okay, he don't have the tires to go out there and race him that hard right now.
It's been a little while since we've seen Zoltan Herzog go to victory lane in the NORC NASCAR Series. Could tonight be the night? Yeah,
been a while. You are right. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. Sorry I didn't get a chance to say hello to everybody, but Rockstar Driver in there, Marcus, King Tigers, Cyber, how you doing? Irvin, James, hope everybody's doing all right. Jefferson, hope everybody's doing good. All right, so Anthony Emery now 3rd place.
The last time Zoltan Herzog has gone to victory lane in the NORC NASCAR Series was in Season 10 a couple of seasons ago at Pocono Raceway.
Yeah,
so it's been almost 2 seasons since he's gone to victory lane. Maybe tonight could be the night.
Well, and I think it was last season. We didn't see a whole lot of Zoltan. He raced now and then. He kind of took a little bit of a hiatus there for, I think it was the first part of the season, and then he came back.
Yellow flag.
Oh, yep,
first caution of the night.
And that is, who is it?
I'm trying to figure that out right now. It looks like, I don't really know. I'll go back and take a look. I don't know if we're going to get a replay. Oh, here we go. Turn number 1. It looks like Eric Sable. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Saved it.
Yeah, he saved it, but he did get sideways, though. Let's go back and take another look at this. I think there was some contact there, Joseph.
Yeah, it looks like. We'll take a look to see. It looks like it was between Freddie and Eric Sable.
29 right behind him here. He dives to the inside. Let's see what happens here now when they go into the corner. Yeah, Freddie drives it in there really hard. That's what happened. It got into the back of Eric and actually turned his car sideways right there in front of Nick Mucinek. So, yeah, that was a close call, but good save.
And here comes the leaders that hasn't pitted yet down pit row. And guess what? This is a tough break for the guys that already pitted because they got trapped a lap down. They're going to have to take the wave around. I guess they were hoping that this cycle through, but unfortunately it bit them right now early on. So they're going to be restarting back in like the below top 15, around the top 20. Which means you're going to see a lot of those guys try everything they can to be aggressive and drive up through the field.
You bet.
So not some of these guys that already pitted, not what they wanted. That's for sure.
Yeah, and they've got
changes
5, 6. Yeah, they got 5 or 6 laps on them tires already too. You know, that's the hard part. But Bobby Zilinski out first. Chad Oxendine out second. Wow, he beat Zoltan off of pit road. That's kind of unusual.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty good pit stop for Chad Oxendine. Let's see if he's in here. Maybe get a word in with him because that was a good pit stop. Chad Oxendine, you got a copy?
Yeah, 10-4, I got you. How you guys doing?
We're doing pretty well, man. We're enjoying the race ourselves. Well, guess what? Great pit stop for you, man. And you've had a good run early on, moving up through the field. How's the car out there? What is it like? What's the handling and the track conditions right now?
Yeah, the boys got her done on pit lane. That was awesome. Jumped a few guys there, but track's all right. It starts out pretty loose. You know, back end wants to slide out first couple laps. Then after that, it tightens up, and it's all about just conserving the tires. You know, some guys, you got comers and goers. So it's pretty fun out here right now. We had a good run there. Hopefully we have another good green flag run, a little unlike last week.
All right. Now, is the car driving a lot? I mean, compared to practice where you can try to run by yourself, how's the car handling around the traffic? Is it all right?
Yeah, it's handling pretty good. I mean, you get a little tight behind cars, but around traffic, I haven't had any trouble. It's just mainly a tire game, really. Got to conserve them tires.
All right, well, Chad, you're having a good run so far and a great pit stop. Looks like you're going to be restarting second behind Bobby Zilinski. Good luck out there, man, and we'll see if you can get a good result.
Yeah, thank you, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy it up in the booth. Have fun.
Great attitude.
Yes. Man, that's a great... wow, that's one of the best interviews we've had in a while, Joseph. That was pretty good.
All of our interviews are good.
Oh,
but
yeah,
it seemed like a guy. I mean, you know, you might as well have a positive attitude. You know, he's had a good race so far. You know, he's very excited, and hopefully he can keep it up.
Well, probably the good thing is here now, looking at it, Chad he will start on the outside of Bobby Zilinski here if Bobby starts on the inside. But Zoltan Herzog and Anthony Emery going to be in the next row, both go-getters and very aggressive drivers. How long is it going to take? Now, we've seen Zoltan come alive there for a while, and he passed a lot of cars and finally got up to Bobby Zilinski, passed him, took over the lead, come into pits with the lead, but he left in third place. So, man, great pit stop for Bobby Zilinski and Chad Oxendine.
Yeah, right now the running order is going to be Bobby Zilinski, your race leader. Chad Oxendine, who we just talked to, is riding in second. Zoltan Herzeg third. Anthony Emery fourth. Tommy Gossett fifth. Freddie De La Rosa sixth. Scott Taylor seventh. Nick Musenix eighth. John Barry ninth, and Nathan Lewis rounds out the top 10. Now, we were talking about, some of the guys that already made their pit stops before that caution came out. I'll tell you what, Femi Olahu made one of his pit stops. Falkham, Jared Darling, Baker, those guys, they're going to be back from 18th below that. So they got a little ways to go to try to get back up through the field because they got bit by that caution. They were hoping it cycled through, but still early on in the race, they'll get back up there. And tell you what, it's brought some newcomers in the top 10. Like we haven't mentioned Scott Taylor's name, John Barry, who's up in 9th now, Nathan Lewis, who's in 10th. So it's brought some new players in the top 10.
Yeah, and I think most of those guys were actually really glad to have that caution and get them four new Mr. Feelgoods on that car.
Absolutely, definitely, for sure.
And single file restarts here, folks. This is just the way they did it in 1987. So there was no double file restart.
Yeah, we will go back to the restart with 92 laps to go here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. By the way, next Sunday, I'll speak about that in just a minute. Let's get set for the restart first. Bobby Zilinski, once again, your race leader. He's led the most laps so far, I believe.
No.
Almost.
Femi Olat's got like 25 led.
Right. All right, here we go. Pace truck pulls off.
Green flag, green flag.
44, green flag back in the air.
Well, good jump start there for Bobby.
Yeah, he already about 3 car lengths ahead of Chad Oxendine. Looks like the first side-by-side battle I see going on. Well, not really. Well, here comes Zoltan Herzeg to second.
I didn't figure it was going to take long. He doesn't want Bobby Zilinski to get away from him. And boy, he is closing that gap down really fast, too.
And here comes Anthony Emery for the 3rd spot.
Yeah, he's making a charge here on Chad Oxendine. And boy, a little bit loose right there going into 1. Holy smokes, good save by Anthony Emery. He got loose going in the corner.
he's driving that thing right now.
Yes, he is. And Oxendine looks to the inside there of Zoltan, try to make that pass back. I don't think he's got enough momentum there. At least not to beat him to the line, I should say. Nope, not going to do it. And he's going to have to do something here. He's going to have to something or get off the pot.
Yeah, Tell you what, Chad Oxendine doing a really good job.
Yes.
Holding off Zoltan. He got by Chad a couple laps ago, but now Chad's fighting back. Anthony Emery's going to follow through with him. So he's doing a really good job.
Yeah.
Looks like he did get back by him for 2nd. Anthony Emery's going to get by Zoltan for 3rd. And here comes Tommy Gossett.
Yeah, I figured Tommy was going to stick his nose in there, but I don't know if, he's going to now because, man.
Oh, look it, stack up a little bit. It's right against the man. Zilinski slowed up just a little bit, and Chad Oxendine got into his back bumper, and it stacked those guys up.
Man, that was a close call. That would have tore up a lot of beautiful looking cars out there.
It definitely would, and there's no resets either.
No, Freddie De La Rosa out of the inside of Zoltan. Zoltan's kind of stuck on that outside and can't get back down into the race crew.
Good recovery for Freddie as well, because we saw him get to the top 5 earlier. Then all of a sudden, he dropped back several spots. Well, now that he's got those fresher tires, he's got himself back in the top 5. Here comes Eric Sable, who's had a good run so far, trying to get by Zoltan.
And we're Tom Mercier. Now, there's another one, a big mover that's come from 22nd up to 8th place. Good run for him. And Bobby Chaney from 20th to 9th. Last week, 2nd place driver in that race of the finisher. And what a finish that was between him and Cody Miller. And those guys wrecked coming to the line, and Cody beat him by being on top of Bobby Chaney's hood.
Oh.
I mean, that was
For
crazy.
the lead, Rudy. Here comes
I
Chad
see this.
Oxendine.
Oh,
He wanted
Zilinski.
to.
Oh,
and
contact.
turned by Anthony Emery.
And Anthony's going to get
Yellow
turned.
flag is out.
Oh.
Zoltan Hrzek gets a piece of it.
Oh, man, we got a lot of tore up cars there. Let's go back and watch this. That was contact between, I think, Anthony Emery and Chad Oxendine.
Yeah.
I don't know if Chad kind of checked up a little bit right there going into the corner. And, yeah.
Let's see.
And Anthony was there.
This is going into turn number 3. I mean, Chad Oxendine was thinking about picking this nose underneath Zilinski. Zilinski shuts the door on him. And
Yeah.
right
there, he got it. And then he got hit by Tommy Gossett because Eric Sable was behind
Oh, man.
Tommy
and
Gossett
Anthony
pushing
Emery,
him.
Anthony Emery hard into that outside wall. And here comes Zoltan Hrzek. Nowhere to go.
Yeah,
Gets a piece of that.
man.
Look at everybody else trying to scramble through this wreck.
I
Man,
hope Zoltan's okay. He hit that wall pretty hard.
That's a tough break for both those guys because those two drivers are fast early on.
And look at this, Eric Sable come out of that after making contact with a couple of them drivers. He's going to come out in second place. Tom Mercier third, Femio Lap back up to fourth, and Bobby Chaney fifth. Are they going to come to pit road? They got to be careful. They only have X amount of tires, Joseph.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys that did come down pit road, Chad Oxendine is in, Freddie is in. Of course, Anthony Emery, Zoltan Hrzek is looking over the damage. Probably Chad Oxendine doing the same thing as well. So it looks like Chad Oxendine is driving back out on the racetrack, so I think he's going to be okay. But the concern is, what about for Anthony Emery and Zoltan Hrzek, the two drivers that seem to be having the same speed, I would say, along with Bobby Zilinski, is probably going to be most likely not going to be winning tonight's race for sure.
Yeah, I'm not too sure if these guys are going to come to pit road. They would have come in last lap, right?
I would assume so.
Yeah, I don't think they come in now because they'd be behind all them guys that just pitted.
Well, let's see if we can get a quick word with Bobby Zilinski, see what he thinks about his car.
All
Bobby,
right.
you got a copy?
Yo.
I'll tell you what, you got a pretty fast car early on, and of course, your next challenger, I would say, was Zoltan Hrzek, but unfortunately, he got involved in that crash. How's the car out there for you? How's it driving, and what's the track conditions like for you?
Yeah, it's plowing pretty tight. It's all about tire saving. On that first run, you could see like who saved more tires than others. It's just basically just going slower at the start of the run. But it makes it kind of tricky because you want to still keep your track position in case cautions like this come out. But yeah, it's creating a big like accordion effect, and everyone's kind of bumper to bumper because everyone's just trying to not use their tires. And it's really hard to do because it's so tight. So like all the pressure's on the right front of your car, just because it's so tight, you barely use the right rear. So that's pretty much how the race is going so far. I'm trying to figure the right balance of it. The first run I didn't do it particularly correctly, but I was also trying some stuff and kind of using them up. So.
Well, the thing with it, Bobby, I got a question for you, though. I mean, okay, you guys are creeping up on the halfway mark already, and you've only used, what, maybe one set of tire?
Yeah, I've only used one. Most of us.
Yeah, and you know, that's 4 changes, and you've only had 1, and you're almost at the halfway mark, so you still got 3 tire changes left.
Yeah, I want to, for sure, just keep them in the bank, you know?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And just in case we get short runs at the end, because I was already like a second and a half off what you could do the first couple laps on tires. Granted, I wasn't driving too hard, just kind of saving, but like the fall off happens really fast. So you can have some tires for a short run at the end, or just like, you know, it's really useful. But you also don't want to time it wrong and like stay out and like 15 people pit and get a run and then you're screwed. So it makes it a lot trickier.
Well, Joseph, I didn't mean to, jump in here, but I had this is a guy that really has a lot of insight in iRacing here. That Bobby's one of our pro friends here that races with these guys every week. I got just one last question, because I know you guys are getting ready to go back green here, but you like these cars better than the Gen 6?
Yeah, I would say so, just because there's off throttle time on fresh tires. Like it's more fun to drive. Not having side force, like I never understood exactly how side force felt because everything I dang drove had side force and NASCAR stuff. But I mean, these things are classic, and you can definitely understand what side force is when you drive these because they just want to slide immediately, even on entry when you're tight. Like when the car's tight, you just kind of turn in wrong and it'll drift on you and just slide the right rear. Maybe part of that's the spoiler too being small, but that's what I like the most is just how I mean, it feels like an old car. They really did a good job with it, and it just feels like you really got to wheel it. But we need a little bit looser sets, I'd say.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that.
All right, Bobby Zilinski. Seems like you got a good car out, and I'm hearing a little bit of music in the background. You playing some music and racing, huh?
Yeah, my mic's a piece of crap, and like there's some like I always play music when I race, like always. So that's just I don't know why it's picking it up, but it always does that.
Hey, just vibing and chilling and just racing. A pretty good night for you. Good luck out there, man.
That's pretty much every night. Thank you.
Right on. Well,
Nothing wrong with listening to a little tune, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure. Probably that's how he's keeping his focus, keeping his cool. Well, we're gonna go back to the restart on lap 55. Zilinski is your new race leader. Eric Sable is now up to second. Tom Mercier third. Femi Olat fourth. Bobby Chaney fifth. Nathan Lewis sixth. Nick Musenich seventh. Sean Williams eighth. Scott Taylor ninth, and John Berry rounds up the top 10. We're gonna have 75 laps to go when we go back racing, or 76 laps to go when we go back racing. Here we go. The pace truck is going to pull off. We're waiting for the green flag.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag back in the air. Wow, and Zilinski took off.
Holy
I don't
smoke.
think Eric Sable got back on the throttle.
Yeah, he didn't, man. Oh, man. And he's got a mirror full of Tom Mercier.
Not
and here
quite.
comes Femi.
Mercier goes a little bit high. Femi Olat to the bottom.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good thing when he gets a big jump like that, because look how Eric Sable closed that gap right back up again.
Maybe again, Zilinski's trying to save his tires.
He's catching that draft off of him, and here comes Eric Sable. He's going to be challenging for the lead.
Yeah,
and these guys they got about 16 laps on these tires. Well, what 2 or 3 laps of it caution laps, but.
Femi Olat did get by Tom Mercier for third, and Eric Sable right there. I mean, let's see if he's got any chance to race with them. So far, so good. Top 4 is pretty much together, but Bobby Chaney is also coming into the picture as well in that 5th spot.
Yeah.
He started back in 35th.
Well, technically, yeah. But I'm showing he started in 20th, and I don't know what happened to the overlays on that. But yeah, something happened there. I don't know. Sometimes these things get a little glitch in them, you know.
Still made up quite mouse.
Oh yeah. Well, he had drifted way back. I mean, he was like 27th there, I think, there at one time.
Here Eric Sable is poking his nose there like he really wants to go for this lead. Trying to keep that car in the bottom lane right against that white line.
Yeah.
Femi might have a run on him, though.
This field's getting so stretched out right now. Look at this, all the way back to Nick Musenich. And he's got another pack of cars back here. Nathan Lewis. Nathan, we haven't seen up in the front. He has not been in the top 10.
Sean Williams is
there. Yeah.
And looks like Nathan Lewis looking underneath Nick Musenich for 6th, I'm sorry.
He's going to get it. That opened the door for Sean Williams to get in there, too. So now these guys, 20 laps on these tires. That's pretty amazing. How about Daniel Falkingham now? He's mired back in 10th. Does have some damage on the car, a little bit of damage.
The yellow flag is out.
Right. In the turn 3, a big crash.
Oh,
Patrick De La Rosa got involved in that. Patrick Colby has crashed.
Yeah.
And who else is that?
Spencer Madden
involved.
Yeah. Let's go see what happened. It was something to do with Spencer Madden, I think.
Yeah, I just happened to look back when it first got started. I was focusing on somebody else. All of a sudden, I see a big wreck happen. And yeah, it got started with Spencer Madden. and we're about to take a look to see what took place going into turn number 3.
This is a big pack of cars here too. And, he got into the outside wall.
Wow, he looked like the car didn't turn right there. I don't know if he cut a tire down or something, because it just went straight. Oh, Terrell Baker got a piece of that. Elijah Gracia, Freddie De La Rosa, who was strong early on, got a piece. And yes,
and then Patrick Colby. Wow.
Right at the end. I want to take a look again to see why that car went straight, because that was pretty strange right there.
It was. We got a brand new leader, because it looks like the leaders are all coming down pit road. Bobby Zilinski and all of them. That's going to leave Femi, Tom Mercier, Bobby Chaney, and Chad Oxendine, and James Simmons, Josh Robin, and Cody Miller going to stay out. And Cody, this is good for Cody because he was clear back in the field. Remember, he was so far back that he wasn't even like in the race. He was like racing all by himself. So this is good for him, but now he's got the most laps on his tires of anybody.
Probably trying to save as much tires as possible just to keep those extra sets. And probably trying to play some strategy as well, get some track position just in case another caution comes out. Of course, Cody Miller, who won last week in the season opener at Daytona. You know what? Speaking of Cody Miller, let's see if we could get a word in with him.
Heck yeah, let's do it.
Cody Miller got a copy?
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. Are you having fun again?
No, this is horrible.
Why? What's up, man?
It's so tight, so tight. I mean, like at the first run, I was just like driving along thinking, hey, if I save my tires, I'll end up fast, right? Well, it never happened, and I ended up almost a lap down. So I'm like, well, this. So like I pitted too early, and my tire wear was 75, right? 75% on the right front. Everybody else is at like 8. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna start 90 degree in it, right? So that's what I'm doing now, and hopefully we die.
Well, I mean, you're still coming off that big win at Daytona, but you was having fun last week, but not as fun this week, huh?
Yeah, this is absurdly tight, and it's awful in every way.
Well, I mean, you know, in order for your car, for you not to turn at a 90-degree angle, you gotta turn left better. You gotta like not put too much wheel into it, and hopefully it won't burn up the tires as much.
I'm putting so much wheel into it, you wouldn't believe.
Well, I can believe that. We've already ridden on board on a couple of drivers, and they're putting too much wheel into it, but I think you're doing a little too much.
No, if I don't hear the tires squealing, I'm not doing a good job.
Gotcha. You know what? Understandable. All right, it makes sense. You stayed out. Why?
I want tires for later on whenever I can 90 degree at a shorter term instead of a long run. That's what
Okay. Well, we're looking forward to you maybe dying and turning into a 90-degree angle again. So maybe we'll keep an eye on you just a little bit. So have fun out there. Hopefully, I know you had fun last week, but hopefully you can find some fun.
There's no hope.
You just cut him off.
No, well, I mean, look, that's probably might as well end it.
Man, oh man.
So 90-degree angle, I don't think you should do that.
Right.
You know, that's putting too much wheel into it. That's no wonder his tires are burning up more.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
But hey, I was right about him saving them at the end. So
yeah. Yeah, well, I think that's what a lot of guys are doing right now is they're trying to make sure that, you know, they're saving their tires for the end. Well, you heard what Bobby Zilinski said. He just made his second change, so he's still got 2 sets in the bank yet, and we're at the halfway mark.
Well, we should see. Looks like we're going to go one more lap around. Yep. So Femi Olat will be the race leader. Tom Mercier doing a very good job riding in the 2nd spot. Bobby Chaney is now up to 3rd. Of course, some guys did come down pit road. Some guys did not. Chad Oxendine, he's back up in the 4th spot, recovering after that early incident. So Freddie De La Rosa, who got involved in that wreck, he decided to stay on. I'm kind of surprised about that. So we'll see if his car isn't damaged much where he could still be able to compete. But
that car is beat up bad. Look at it. Front and back is just torn up. I'll be totally shocked if that car is still very fast.
Tell you what, Eric Sable got out off pit road ahead of Bobby Zilinski.
Yeah.
They're going to restart 9th and 10th.
But they needed new tires. You know that this track is just absolutely noted for tearing up tires, and you know with this. Well, that's not a concrete surface. No, that's not concrete, is it?
It's asphalt.
Is it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it is. Okay. So yeah, the concrete surfaces are really bad, but this asphalt surface, and this is an old track too. They've yet to repave this, and they've been talking about that lately. Well, we're getting ready to go back to green here, Joseph. We'll get them going. We'll talk a little more about that track and everything that's going on there. So.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be 66 laps to go.
All right. Pace truck hits pit road. Semi-lat.
Green.
There he goes. Wow, good job.
Wasting no time. He wants to go.
Nope. That's exactly what he did there earlier too. And watching Bobby Zilinski do that, it really did kind of give him a whole shot there. But the thing of it is these guys are able to reel him right back in. Tom Mercier now in second.
First battle I see going on is Eric Sable and Cody Miller. This is the battle for the 8th spot. Looks like Sable is going to get around Cody Miller. And here comes Bobby Zilinski around Cody Miller. And Eric Sable, he's about to pick up another spot. That's Josh Robin.
Yeah, and I don't think Josh is going to fight with him too awful much. He's another one that, I'm sure them guys are probably discussing it a little bit about saving them tires, you know. Josh Robin's on kind of a little bit older tires. And you can tell, boy, he's sliding a little bit right there, but he does stay ahead of Cody Miller. But here comes Cody Miller back on the inside. Bobby Zilinski cutting through traffic, and he passes up. Freddie De La Rosa is just not. That car is just not with it right now.
No, he's got quite a bit of damage. It's definitely affecting the performance. But I tell you, who is flying on the new tires right now is Eric Sable and Bobby Zilinski. They picked up a few spots already. Eric is about to get back into the top 5, trying to get by Chad Oxendine. James Simmons just moved up to the 4th spot.
And then the one that I'm not totally shocked, but the guy that almost won the race last week, Bobby Chaney, almost beat Cody Miller. I mean, I think if they wouldn't have got together, it may have been a whole lot closer at the line. I can't remember what the finish was. It was like 11 thousandths of a second or something like that. I can't remember. But Cody kind of come up over the nose of Bobby Chaney's car, and that's the only way he won the race was just by a nose.
Well,
but Chaney, man, that's a good move.
Right now, Femi Olat's still leading by 4/10 ahead of Tom Mercier. Mercier trying to make sure he doesn't get away. Chaney's hanging back about a second back. But, man, I tell you what, this battle for 4th might heat up because Eric Sable, again, is on the fresher tires than James Simmons, so he might have a shot to get around James Simmons within the next lap or so.
Now, but he kind of got away from Bobby Zilinski, feeling the pressure off of Bobby, and Bobby's got to get around Chad Oxendine. But I'm kind of wondering if Zilinski might be saving his tires a little bit right now. You heard what he said on that first run.
Oh, absolutely. He's definitely doing that right now, just saving. Because, I mean, like I said, this truck just eats up tires, too.
Yep.
Here comes Eric Sable. It looked like he had his nose underneath James Simmons. Now he does again. This is for 4th.
Oh,
and he's
man.
sideways a little bit. He's driving that car.
That's what I said, man. When these guys go into the corner like that, the car putting too much wheel into it, like
the
you
yellow
said.
flag is out.
Caution.
We got a caution. Oh, Sheldon Lockie
has
and
crashed.
Patrick Colby. No, Jared Darling.
Oh, that's Jared Darling involved.
Oh, no.
Oh, man, and he was fast early on coming up through the traffic.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like, from my understanding, it got started with Sheldon Lockie. We're about to go back and take a look at what took place. This is between turn 3 and 4 is when this got started.
Yep. Yeah, I'm on Sheldon Lockie right now. He goes into the corner pretty hard right here. And it looks like he may have put a little too much wheel into it. Slowed up enough, and Jared Darling got into the back of him.
And then Jared Darling got hit by Elijah Gracia. Then Dallas Myhan got a little bit damage. Yeah, Sheldon Lockie and Jared Darling both hit the wall pretty good.
Yeah.
Dallas Myhan just came to a spin, so only a 3-car incident. But I was looking at that, and it looked like Sheldon Lockie was trying to get in between John Barry and Jared Darling, trying to fill in that hole. Unfortunately, Jared was right there, and I think Sheldon did check up just a little bit just to get behind John, and Jared did not expect that to happen. So,
well, I wanted to talk to Patrick Colby here. Patrick, you got a copy?
10-4.
Patrick, boy, a little rough going on out there, ain't there? But what's the car feeling like to you? Is the damage going to affect your speed, you think?
It doesn't seem to be affecting it too much at the moment. I'm not quite sure how bad it is, but it was only about 30 seconds of optional.
Yeah, it doesn't look that bad, but you do have some rear spoiler damage on it and a little bit of nose damage, not much. But is it overheating any?
No, all the gauges look good. It's just we're able to keep pace with everybody in front, so...
Well, that's good, man. Well, you've picked up a lot of positions out here, Patrick. Coming from 34th position to 19th. That's pretty impressive.
Going to keep trying to doing it week in, week out. Try and keep it as clean as possible. That's the goal for this series.
Yeah. Well, you're 10th in the points. You had a good finish last week. Slipped up through and got a good finish out of it. So keep up the good work. Keep digging, and we'll talk to you after a while then. Thanks for talking with us, Patrick.
Yeah, 10-4. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Good luck. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a good move, you know. I think next we ought to maybe try to get a word in with, or you, if you wanted to do it now, Tom Mercy here. Man, look at that.
Let's see. Where is he?
Grab
I got
him.
Wait. He's somewhere.
Somewhere.
Man, either they are not in here or they change up their names in TeamSpeak. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not seeing him right now. Let's see if, you know what, let's see if we can get Femi Olad up here in the booth.
Okay.
Like a little like bifocal.
Femi, you got a copy?
Yeah.
Sorry we cut you off on that conversation I guess you were having. Well, I'll tell you what, you got the pretty fast car. And are these cars fun to drive for you, or are you still trying to get the hang of them? And how's the track conditions? How's the car out there for you?
They're going green.
Oh, you going green right now?
No, we're pacing.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the car is fun when you have the right setup, and this is not the right setup. But that doesn't excuse my first run. I killed my tires pretty bad because I had my wheel set up wrong, and I was just feeling like it was just really stiff. So I couldn't do anything with it. But I think we should be good to go now.
All right. Now, what's your strategy? Are you saving any tires at all?
So I pit on lap 30 that first one because, like I said, I destroyed my tires. I got the tire warning. And then I pit again after I got the lucky dog, so I haven't pit since then. So I'm trying to go a couple more laps because I have a couple sets remaining. So I'm trying to just manage it because, you know, it's dark, so we're gonna have like 5 cautions in the last like 10 laps. So gotta keep one set for at least then.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, Femi, hopefully maybe we'll talk to you in victory lane after this race. Good luck.
I hope so too. Thank you.
Very good, very good. Well, I think they did get the one to go sign there. Yeah.
Yes, they
No, the
did.
lights are still on.
Those lights are still on. Looks like we're going to go under caution for at least another lap.
Well, we had a couple of retirees here. Zoltan Herzeg, Tommy Gossett out of the race, and a lot of them on pit road. Spencer Madden, Sheldon Lockie, Jared Darling, Anthony Emery on pit road. Oh, no.
Yeah, Anthony Emery, remember, he got involved in that crash.
Yeah.
And even Jared Darling. So, you know, obviously they're on pit road to fix some damage. Anthony Emery's still trying to finish up this race. Of course, he's trapped a lap down. But yeah, as you mentioned, Tommy Gossett is out. Zoltan Herzeg has pulled his car behind the wall because of damage. So it looks like they're going to be done for the night. It's too bad for Zoltan Herzeg because he had a fast car early on and, you know, just had nowhere to go when Anthony Emery spun.
Yep.
All right, now we got the one to go signal here. So the top 10 is Femi Olat, Tom Mercier second, Bobby Chaney third, James Simmons fourth, Eric Sable fifth, Chad Oxendine sixth, Bobby Zilinski seventh, Nick Musenix eighth, Daniel Falkiam ninth, and Sean Williams rounds out the top 10. That's a guy we have not mentioned at all night long so far. Sean Williams, he's creeped up into the top 10.
Yeah, I talked just briefly about him there when, it was after that one wreck and the field changed. Remember, a lot of them guys came to the front that were in the back, and he was one of them. And but just briefly, we talked about him. But it was good to see him up there inside the top 10.
We're going to have 55 laps to go once we go back green. Femi Olat out front.
You know what I say about Sean Williams being in the top 10? About time.
Pace truck has pulled off, and Femi
Green
Olat
flag,
has
green
been racing
flag.
No time. He's on the loud pedal already. Green flag back in the air.
And I noticed Tom Mercier went a little bit better that time on that restart. He didn't let Femi get a big jump on him.
I think he knew he was going to pull that move again, so he decided, you know what, I'm just going to get back on the gas early. And look here, battle for fourth, maybe.
Yeah.
No, not right now. Eric Sable did peek his nose for a second on James Simmons, but hangs back there in fifth.
Yeah, James is looking pretty good right now. He started eighth, and he kind of fell back for a while there, and he's worked his way back up into the top 5, so this is good. He was one of the fastest one in practice, so if not the fastest, I don't remember if he was the fastest. I think he was.
Tom Mercier is closing in on Femi Olat, and he blinked there just a little bit.
Yeah.
Hopefully he could stay in the server, but tell you what, every now and then we see Tom Mercier run up front, and I know there could be an opportunity where he could win one of these races.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, I mean, he's come close a couple of times, but just hasn't been able to pull off a win. Hopefully, if he finds some speed, maybe find something, he can have a shot. James Simmons just went by Bobby Chaney for third. Remember, that was the fastest guy in practice, James Simmons, and he didn't qualify as good as we thought. He qualified in the 8th spot, but he's up to third. Maybe he can find some speed towards the end and maybe have a shot to win. And here comes Eric Sable for fourth.
Yeah, Bobby Chaney's got really old tires on right now. He's got about 40 laps on those tires right now. Of course, there's a few of them are caution laps, so he's going to have to be pitting here probably within the next probably 10 or 12 laps. He'll have to pit, and that would probably make his final pit stop of the day. So he may be one of the guys that did that pit thing, the pit strategy on only making it on a couple of pit stops. And maybe that's why he's up here. So, man, great job by Tom Mercier. Man, he is keeping the pressure on Femi Olat, isn't he?
Yep, absolutely. Bobby Zilinski just went around Chad Oxendine for the 6th spot. So Bobby Zilinski, of course, he's on the fresh tires than Chad Oxendine. And looks like we got another battle behind them. Nick Musenix looking underneath Falkiam. This is for the 8th spot.
And he brought Nathan Lewis right along with him. Both of them passed up Daniel Falkingham. Falkingham just trying to save it here and be in the top 10.
Looks like Nathan Lewis wants to pick up another spot for 8th on Nick Musenix. And he does take that spot.
And these guys are on much newer tires than the front 5 or 6, the only one up there right now inside the top 6 that's got as fresh a tires as Nathan Lewis is Eric Sable. And Eric has picked up a ton of spots, but he's going to start getting to where the tires are going to start equalizing here. And once they do, he's not going to be able to make them passes. He needs to get busy and make them passes right now.
Another driver I'm looking at that's making a recovery from being bit by that first caution during the pit stops. How about Justin Lisaby back in the 11th spot? He was up in the top 5 early on, and then while he was making his green flag pit stop, got bit by a caution, got trapped a lap down, had to take the wave around, and he's had to drive back through the field. Well, he's coming back up in the 11th spot, and hopefully soon get back in the top 10. And maybe if cautions fall to his favor, maybe he can have another shot to go after the win tonight.
Yes, sir. Well, Sean Williams goes back to 12th. Here comes last week's winner, Cody Miller, 13th position for him. He wants to save face here and hold on to that points lead. He's got to try to beat Bobby Chaney, Anthony Emery, which Anthony is back out on the track, but he is the first car lap down in 29th position. That car is really tore up bad, Joseph.
Yeah, but, at this point, he's just trying to salvage as many points as possible. So, just because remember, Rudy, there's no playoffs this season. It's
right.
It's only 16 races, just straight up points, basically the Winston Cup point system. So
yes, sir.
You got to be out there to try to get as many points as you can. And Anthony Emery is a great driver and could be a favorite to win the championship. So he really's got to gather as many points, but he can't have any more races right now to have some bad results and have some bad luck.
Yeah, because it really affects you bad. Without having that chase to fight to stay in, it really affects you bad. You don't get a lot of points,
And remember, Femi Olat, he had a fast car early on at Daytona last week. He got caught up in an early crash. He finished dead last. And so, a win tonight would be really good for him to try to recover a lot of those points and get up in the point standings. So, because Femi, he's a 3-time champion in this series. He's a 3-time champion in the NORC NASCAR series. So if he wants to be a favorite by the end of the season in the championship race at Darlington later this year, then he needs to definitely have some more good results like this, some more good runs.
Eric Sable starting to close back up on James Simmons now.
Bobby Chaney not too far behind him either.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Bobby's staying right with Sable now.
And Bobby Chaney, he finished second in the points last season. Had a great season. Came up 1 or 2 spots short the championship, like in finishing positions. And but Bobby, I know he can find his ways to be running up front and stuff. So right now he's doing that again. He came close to winning last week, but he's having a good night again tonight, and probably could take over the points lead after tonight if he finishes where he's at.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I was just going to say, Eric Sable, Bobby Chaney, they've raced together for, long before NORC ever come around, because we all raced together. Well, NORC they ran back in the days of 2003 and all that, but these guys here, Eric Sable and Bobby Chaney, I mean, I raced with both of them way back in the day, and a good couple of great racers right there. The guys are very aggressive. Eric Sable used to race with, we used to be kind of buddy old pals there with Justin Bolton until he became a pro, and then I don't know where he's at now. I see him racing a little bit, but yeah, we used to all race together. That was a lot of fun back in the day.
Second place.
Pass here.
James Simmons trying to make a pass on Tom Mercier. I watch out for James Simmons late in the race, Rudy. I know these guys will most likely have to make one more pit stop before this is all said and done, but James, he was fast in practice, like I said, and I feel that he's found some speed, and I guarantee you he saved a little bit of his tires. He could have a guy that could have a shot of his first career in NORC NASCAR win tonight. Yes,
sir. He's looking really strong. Watch out for Bobby Chaney now. He's going to have to be coming to pit road here pretty soon, Joseph. He's been out here for a lot of laps.
Boy, did Tom Mercier shut the door on the Eric Sable. Sable had to run a little bit off the corner, but Tom Mercier's like, no, if you want to get by me, I'm not going to give you the easy way. So you're going to have to be really aggressive. Whoa, wow, look, see, Eric Sable got another good run off the corner, and I believe this time he's going to get underneath Mercier. He does. This is for third.
Yep, Mercier looks like he may lose it here. I don't know. This is going to be close at the line.
I watch for Eric Sable to have a good charge towards the end of this race as well.
Yeah. Mercier beat him to the line, so he holds on to it for the time being.
Thinking about this, Rudy, the top 2 drivers that's running second and third now has never won a NORC NASCAR race. Can tonight be the night for one of them?
Yeah, very well could be. Simmons is staying right with Zilinski right now. I mean, Femi, not Zilinski. I'm sorry, my bad. Femi.
But imagine, you know, if you were James Simmons and Eric Sable, you know, you have a shot. You know, Femi Alat's a really good racer in this series,
Yes.
3-time champion. If you can get up there and race against him and go for the win and maybe beat him, that's got to build up your confidence just a little bit too, that you can go out and win some more races in the near future. But right now, I tell you what. Speaking of Bobby Zilinski, I know you mentioned his name by accident, but he just moved into the top 5, passing Bobby Chaney.
Yep, Bobby's out there. I can't believe Bobby Chaney's still on them old tires and running as good as he is right now. And man, he's got to be thinking about pit stops here pretty quick. And he goes way up high. That's going to let Nathan Lewis. Yeah. Might have been a little wow.
Second place. Here comes Eric Sable on James Simmons. I think we got a couple of drivers that's figured out these cars a little bit.
Yeah.
And they're actually gaining on Femi while they're side by side. Femi's
oh man, look at that!
Right on.
Oh, are they going to go try going 3 wide here?
Here comes Eric. He got his nose underneath Femi. This is the battle for the lead with 37 laps to go.
They got to make another pit stop.
Eric Sable inside. Femi Alat outside. Oh, man, look at this battle right here. And look at this. Eric Sable is actually, he's trying. Can he get off turn 4? Well, he's going to lead at the line.
Femi does not want to give that position to him.
Oh, absolutely not.
I think if Eric can clear him, Eric's going to set sail there. He might wind up pulling away from Femi.
And he does get by Femi, clears him, and here comes James Simmons for second. Now, Rudy, I was going to mention, you know, these guys are at the pit window now where they can make it all the way. Do you think about maybe pitting right now?
You could. They could any time. I'm still impressed with Bobby Chaney here. He's got to be running on vapors about now.
Now, could Femi Alat and James Simmons, they just dropped a little bit more on Eric Sable. Could they be saving some tires as well? Who knows?
They could be, but Femi's been out here for a long time as well.
Yep.
So he's got to be thinking about pit stop here anytime.
And look what this battle has done. It's actually closed in 4th on back to come into the picture. So these guys have battled so hard that the rest of the pack is coming through.
Yeah. Bobby Zilinski, Daniel Falkingham, Nathan Lewis, they've joined the party up here.
Oh man, look how tight this field has gone in the top 10. I mean, James Simmons finally gets around Femi Alat for second. Here comes Bobby Zilinski for the 3rd spot. Does take the 3rd spot away. He's going to go for second on James Simmons. And here comes Falkingham and Nathan Lewis.
Nice. He's pulling them right along. They're playing the game here and doing a little drafting.
Wow. Femi Alat coming down pit road.
Yep, he's coming in. His final pit stop.
Speed. Oh, he went in a little too hot. Oh, I hope not too much, or else he's going to get busted for speeding. But this battle here is still going on. Nathan Lewis got by James Simmons for 4. I think James Simmons has burned up his tires. Now, I know these guys are going to have to make pit stops, but if I was Eric Sable right now, having Bobby Zilinski there in second, I'd be nervous.
Yeah.
And Daniel Falkingham.
Man, he's taking a look here. He's trying to figure out, does he pass him high? Does he pass him low? Where does he want to pass him? He's keeping an eye on it.
And apparently Femi Alat did get down to pit road speed, so lucky for him because that was pretty close. Tom Mercier's down pit road. Freddie's down pit road. Josh Robbins down pit road. So we got a few takers right now, so that makes you wonder, when are the leaders going to come down pit road?
Yeah. Yeah, they've got to be thinking about it here anytime now. I'm going to say probably in the next couple of laps because they'll be at the 30 to go this time by, and having a new set of tires on there is definitely going to make these cars a lot faster out there, Joseph.
Out for second, Falkingham was able to get underneath Zilinski. They're side by side down the back straightaway with 31 laps to go. Daniel Falkham's got a fast car late in the going as well. He does take the second spot away. It looks like these guys are going to stay out on the racetrack right now. Looks like Bobby Chaney, yeah, he did come down pit road. James Simmons is finally coming down pit road.
And Chad Oxendine's another one. And he won't be able to make it. He'll have to come in pretty quick here, probably in the next few laps. But he's had an excellent run today,
Now,
Chad Oxendine.
Now, obviously, Femi Olat pitted a few laps early. I know he's going to have some fresher tires, get some track position, but will it help him out? I mean, how long do these guys stay out? Because Femi Olat could gain a lot of time on these guys on older tires now, but it could hurt him towards the end of this race. Nick Musenik's down pit road.
Yeah, we're seeing guys, I'm just kind of curious what the leaders are thinking right now, because
I come in now.
Yeah, there's no way they can make it. I think they're just hoping for a caution. That way they don't have to pit under green flag conditions, but because that would change up everything, because you get Femi Olat and those guys, they'd get a chance to get back on the lead lap.
I'm surprised Eric Sable hasn't thought about coming down pit road already.
I know it. He's got a heck of a lead. Maybe he just doesn't want to lose that lead.
Yeah, but he's going to lose a lot of time on Femi Olat if he doesn't come down pit road.
That is true. Femi's picking off positions back here. He's up to 20th.
I mean, Femi Olat, he's running lap times right now. Let's see what it's like. Last lap for Daniel Falkham was like 34.05. This last lap for Femi Olat was a 32.6. So, I mean, think about this, a second and a half faster. That's a lot.
Yeah, it is. That is a lot. Yes, sir. He's coming up on Aaron Smith here in a minute, and Aaron is 14th.
But again, it could hurt Femi Olat at the end. But who knows?
Yep. He just passed 14th place. Now he sets his sights on Brett Pancari. Here's another driver we haven't talked about all day. Brett started 31st, running in 13th.
Yeah, he's doing a solid job right now.
He got passed. Tony Hilbrand's next. He gets passed. So, Femi is just cutting them down here, coming up through the field, passing up Elijah Gracia now. That's Elijah's running in 11th. So, I don't know what to think about this, how long these guys are going to stay out here. I thought maybe Eric was going to come down.
He's not coming down pit road yet. Lisenby, go ahead.
That would be, they would have to run, 70 lap? No, 70 lap. There's no way they can go 70 lap.
Justin Lisenby is making a pass for the fourth spot on Nathan Lewis. I mean, Lisenby has had a fast car late in the going, trying to have a good recovery from that early bit on the caution while he was pitting. But these guys, it's like you question, when are they going to come down pit road? Because like I said, Femi Olat, now Femi, he's the first car lap down now.
Yeah. And he's in 19th place. And he has chopped a lot of cars down. Or he's passing 8th place of Cody Miller.
Wow,
what's that?
I mean, I was just about to say, while that's happening, I mean, Falkingham and Zilinski, they're gaining on Eric Sable right now.
Yeah. Eric might have burnt his tires up.
Yeah, but again, 23 laps to go. It's when do you pit? Elijah Gracia, who was in 14th, he's coming down pit road right now.
Yeah, Sable's starting to feel it now. He's feeling the pressure coming from Daniel Falkingham. Man, I'm impressed with how far these guys are going, but you can go too far, Joseph, and we've seen that many, many times. Somebody that pitted early They may go a lap down, but they get back on the lead lap and they retake the lead. So after this pit stop, we'll have to see how these guys how it all shakes out.
I can't believe these guys haven't pitted yet. I can't believe Bobby Zilinski hasn't pitted yet. Still not coming down pit road.
This is crazy.
And Falkingham is right there on the back bumper of Eric Sable. Aaron Smith, who was running in 13th, coming down pit road.
And here goes Daniel Falkingham looking to the inside for the lead.
Now, if I was Eric Sable, because now he's getting passed, I'd think about pitting next lap.
Yeah. Definitely, he's going to have to get down.
Now.
Yeah. He's going to get trapped up there and have to stay out one more lap.
They were the door right there.
Yeah. Eric's trying to keep him pinned right down, so he's got to lift a little in the corner. And you know Daniel, he's such a good driver, man. There he goes. He finally makes the pass complete. And Falkingham takes the lead.
Oh, Sable's not done, though.
Nope, he's trying to block Zilinski. Wow, this is getting pretty nuts up here right now, Joseph.
And Liza coming into the picture.
I can't believe these guys are staying out. Gosh, this is going to make like 70 laps on tank of fuel. I don't think so. Here goes Zilinski.
Yeah, Zilinski just got by Eric Sable. They got a lap car ahead of him. That's Anthony Emery. Zilinski now looking to the inside. Falkingham, he's going to try to use Anthony Emery as a pick.
Yeah.
And he just flew by him.
Anthony's up to 27th place, 2 laps down now. First car, 2 laps down.
Scott Shire is coming into the pits.
I don't know. Unless these guys know something I don't, I can't believe they're going to try to go 70 laps. I just don't think it's possible. I don't think it's possible. And the longer they wait here, the more nervous I'm getting.
Liza B. Oh, man. Look, he stuck his nose a little bit on Eric Sable. Trying to go for third. Couldn't get it done. Let's see what he does down the front straightaway. He's got a little bit of a run. And he's looking to the inside. Sable trying to block a little bit, but Liza B's like,
Yeah, he makes that pass. Yeah, I think Sable's burnt his tires up right now. He's just going to ride here.
But you got to give some credit to him. He's had a good race tonight.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's had a good race, and, having a shot at his first career win, I would feel this would build his confidence up in this series even more, that hopefully maybe eventually, unless something can happen late in this race, I can see him be a winner sooner or later.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, Zilinski's not really stretching the lead out. These guys just riding a couple of tenths.
Caution, yellow flag.
Straight away, Tom Mercier has crashed. Cody Miller has crashed. James
Simmons.
A big crash down the front straightaway.
Well, let's go back and take a look at this.
They were 3 wide down the front straightaway, Rudy. It was James Simmons, Cody Miller, and Tom Mercier. They made contact down the front straightaway, and guess what? This changes everything all of a sudden.
Yes,
we're going to take a look to see what took place. It looks like it got all started with Tom Mercier.
Yeah, right there. It looks like they went 3 wide around Cody Miller. And 3 wide here at Atlanta's. Mercier gets into the outside wall.
Mercier got into the wall, and then he comes back down right into Cody Miller. Oh, my goodness. And Tom Mercier flying like a frisbee up in the air.
Holy smokes.
And he lands back on all 4 tires. But a hard hit to the outside wall to James Simmons. Cody Miller somehow spins with no damage. But, man, did Tom Mercier, a wild ride down the front straightaway, just spins like a frisbee, like a tornado. Man. My goodness gracious. I don't know how in the world that happened.
I know.
But guess what, Rudy? Pit stops. And guess what? I think this bites Femi a lot. Femi.
Yeah.
was the first car lap down, he'll get the lucky dog, but I guarantee he was hoping this race goes green because now he got bit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because he was going to be able to make it, but these guys were going to have to pit. There was no getting by that. They were going to have to pit.
Now, who comes off pit road first? Zilinski came in first. Does he come off pit road first? We're about to find out. This could change a lot of things right here, Rudy. And let's see. And it's going to be close. Lizenby.
Wow, nice pit stop there by Lizenby.
How about that?
Yeah.
Gained
big
2
dog.
spots.
The big dog. He's the big dog out there, man.
A great pit stop. But again, this changes everything. And you know, like I said, Femi Lott, he's got to be upset about that caution coming out.
Yeah,
sure.
definitely.
Because he was the first car lap down. He was hoping it cycled through because I think once these guys would pitted under green, these guys, Femi Lott was going to be in the best shape. Not anymore.
Well, Lizenby's muted, but I was thinking maybe we could get a word in with Eric Sable here.
Yeah, I would like to get a word in with them. Eric, you got a copy?
What's up, buddy?
I tell you what, man, you're doing a hell of a job out there. You was out front for a little while until I believe you probably have burned up the tires a little bit more. The guys passed you. But does this caution play to your favor, or did you wish to stay green all the way?
No, my tires were definitely shot there. Zilinski had it in the bag. He had the win. I used him up a little too early. So I think we have a shot here. Car's been great all night long. I'm happy to lead some laps tonight. So car is a lot of fun to drive. Hope you guys are enjoying it.
We're enjoying it up here. It's been a good show, just different strategy playing out. And like I said, a good race overall, but we've been watching you, and you just impressed us tonight. And I feel that you're going to be really good on the short run like we've seen all night long. Well, other than that, how's the track conditions been like for you? How's the car been out there all race long?
The car's pretty tight. It's not really moving around too much, but as long as you play the throttle the right way, you can get this car to rotate. Hugging that white line really helps, so that's helping me out, and hopefully we can get a shot at it here and just race these guys clean for the win.
All right, Eric. Well, again, you're doing a great job. Hopefully you can get a great result at the end of the night, and good luck out there, man. Keep an eye on that front windshield.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, very good.
He's feeling really good. That's what I like to hear. But how about
Scott?
guys? Go ahead.
Scott Shire's going to stay out, and he's going to get one of his laps back. Or he's going to be back on the tail end of the lead lap.
And Femi Lott, he's going to restart in the 13th spot. Again, he did not want that caution to come out at all. Looks like 14th. But still, he did not want that caution. He got bit. Man, it looked like he was going to be in the best strategy. Hopefully it cycled through. He's going to be out front, maybe have to win tonight, but he's got to pass some cars for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a few more guys that come down pit road. John Barry and Jared Darling come down pit road there just to, I guess, to top off, or because they're still not quite at the 1 to go.
Yeah, they're at the 2 to go, I would assume, and we should go back green next time by. It's going to be at least... It's going to be 10 laps to go when we go back racing. Now, again, we do have 3 green-white checkers coming into play just in case if needed. We only used one of them last week at Daytona. Hopefully, we could just go the 430 laps. Well, ladies and gentlemen, on Sunday night will be the second to the last race of the NORC IndyCar Series season. They head to Texas Motor Speedway, mile-and-a-half racetrack. That's going to be right here on Max Speed TV on Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And then next Tuesday night, we are back here with the NORC NASCAR Series as these guys head to Rockingham. That should be a fun race. Rockingham Speedway should definitely bring some nostalgia with these race cars. So, Rockingham next Tuesday night right here on Max Speed TV at 7 p.m. Eastern Time for the 3rd race of the season. But we got to figure out who's going to be the winner tonight. Got to finish off the last 10 laps here before we head into Rockingham. But I would say it's been a fun race to watch tonight, Rudy.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And you know what? I mean, I was a little bit concerned how these guys were going to drive. I mean, we haven't, what? That was what, our fifth caution, I think? Fourth, fifth caution?
Take a look here real quick. Yeah, fifth caution. Not
Definitely
bad.
a big improvement from last week, that's for sure. I would
Yeah.
I would assume a league owner would be pretty happy about that.
Yep.
All right,
Well,
ladies, go ahead.
He might not because he's back in 14th, but yeah, I'm with you on that one.
All right, 10 laps to go here on the restart. Justin Lisby, your new race leader. Daniel Falkingham second. Bobby Zilinski third. Chad Oxendine fourth. And Eric Sable rounds up the top 5. The pace truck is off.
Green
And
flag,
here we
green
go.
flag.
The green flag is back in the air. Eric Sable underneath Chad Oxendine fourth, and he takes it. Eric Sable's been good in the short run, Rudy.
Yes, he has. Very good. And, you know, he's been able to race Zilinski and race him clean and get by Zilinski. But that was when we knew Zilinski was saving a little bit of tires. Nobody's saving anything right now. Not at 10 to go.
Well,
Here comes
Zilinski's going
Zilinski.
for the second spot on Daniel Falkingham. Another driver I want to point out. How about Brett Pancari? He just moved into the top 5. We have not mentioned his name all night long. Here he is having a top 5 run all of a sudden. Here comes Eric Sable for third. Look at him sideways.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. He really wants this win bad.
He's got to be careful, though. He doesn't want to burn up that right front and have nothing for the last lap. You know, look at them all. Oh, my gosh. He's all over Falkingham.
Hey, you know what? At this point, you can't really save tires at this point. So you really got to go hard. That's what Zilinski's doing. 8 laps to go. Right now, Lisby's got a car length ahead of Zilinski.
Yep, it's go or go home right now. 8 to go. And, you know, if I know Lisenby, well,
Falkingham sideways. Wow. Here comes
we know
Sable to the outside.
We know Lisenby's pretty good. So, you know, Zilinski's going to have to he might have to give him the old chrome horn there. I don't know.
Oh, I watch out here for third. These both Daniel Falkingham and Eric Sable really sideways balanced side by side. And Sable, he's got that run up on the outside. Can't quite get by him yet. Oh, Falkingham trying to keep his car to the bottom. Oh, this is good racing right here.
Oh, yeah. I think what's really saving Lisenby right now, even though those two are racing really hard right there, I think what's saving Lisenby right now, he's got the clean air coming on the front of that car right now. And I know, I don't think these are as sensitive as the clean air as the Gen 6 cars are, but I don't know that for a fact. But if it is, I think that might be what's saving Lisenby right now.
Sable actually got by Falkingham for third. Great run on the outside lane. Now, does Sable have enough time to catch the 2? We're about to find out. We got only 5.5 laps to go.
Oh, and Zilinski almost into the fence.
He is driving that car right now.
Yeah. And Lisenby just kind of seems like he's relaxed right now, just kind of playing it cool.
Yeah, Rudy, would you be relaxed if Zilinski was in your rearview mirror?
No.
Doesn't matter how many wins you have against Zilinski, maybe, but like, man, it's 5 laps to go.
But you know, I mean, I'm not saying anything bad about Bobby Zilinski. I would never do that because Bobby's a great driver, one of the best in iRacing. That's why he's a pro. I mean, he races every day and every day and every day. But I'm telling you what, he can be beat. We know that, Joseph. He can be beat.
Yeah, he can. That's for sure. But
4 to go.
Lisby doing a good job holding him off right now. Yeah, 4 laps to go. And what I've noticed is that Zilinski's been trying to get off the corners a little bit higher than Lisby has. Maybe try to get that run down the front straightaway. It hasn't really worked out yet, but you see him enter just a little bit high right there, trying to arc it down to the bottom as soon as he hits the center of the corner.
Yeah, he's probably setting himself up, I think, for a low pass, maybe coming out of the corner. But blocking, Sable blocking.
Falkingham tries to get by Sable. He does get underneath him. Sable wants that podium.
Oh, my God. I hate to say this, but, man, I'm telling you, I don't know. We might see some kind of a crash go on there between them two. The way they're racing right now, holy smoke.
Still side by side third. Daniel Falkingham is still underneath Sable. That's Falkingham inside, Sable outside. Man, the door coming off the corner.
I hate to say this, but Zilinski's sizing up Lisenby right now. I don't know if he's going to try to make a last lap pass here or what, but coming to 2 to go, Joseph.
2 laps to go here at Landon Motor Speedway. Justin Liesby holding Zilinski off right now. It's just those 2 within about a second ahead of third on back. There's contact in turn 1. Eric Sabo, Daniel Falkingham, and Falkingham saved it.
Yeah, good save, but they did make contact. Here comes Chad Oxendine to the bottom. Underneath Brett Pancari. Pancari's up high. Oh, that might not be good. Oxendine's going to get the run.
White flag in the air. Final lap here at Landon Motor Speedway. Justin Liesby's got a 2-car length lead over Bobby Zilinski. Is he going to be able to hold off Zilinski?
I think it's pretty much cut and dried at this point right now. It's Justin Lisenby's race to lose. He would have to totally screw up a corner, do something horrible to lose this race right now. He's got to just stay focused on it. Look at the big picture. Don't overdrive it into the corners.
Oh, he's getting a little bit loose right there off turn 4, but he's still going to be able to hold off Zilinski. Justin Lisenby is going to hold off Zilinski and get the win tonight here at Landon Motor Speedway.
What a finish. And by 1/10 of a second, he beat Lisenby. Or he beat Zilinski, excuse me, I'm sorry.
Bobby Zilinski second, Eric Sable third, Chad Oxendine fourth, and Brett Pancari rounds out the top 5.
That was an amazing finish right there, folks. Amazing finish. All right, we'll get these guys up here, so hang on, folks.
Justin Lisenby, how about that? You held off a hard-charging Bobby Zilinski at the end. I tell you what, you was up in the top 5 early on, and then you got bit by a caution early on while making green flag pit stops, and you've recovered pretty well driving through the field, and you came back to win this race. But it all was because of a fast pit stop, that last pit stop as well. Tell us about that race overall, and tell us about those final laps.
Oh, yeah, for sure. The start of the race started pretty high. We were like top 3 the whole time. And then somehow, I've never done this before, but I blew the right front. And so we fell back to like 27th or so. And really the whole race, we were just recovering off of that and trying not to make that mistake again. And it worked out. Getting back up to, what was it, about 3rd, and then making that pit stop, and we came out 1st. And not going to lie, I'm a little bit shaken up after that one because it was a good race between Bobby and I.
What was the car like out there? How was it driving? What was it like in traffic? Because these guys, of course, you guys are all over the place, but what is it like being up like through traffic? Is it different racing through traffic and then racing out front? What's the handling like?
Behind people, it's not really a whole lot different. You just got to be able to set up passes off of, like the exit of the corner or whatnot. But all around, it was pretty tight. We're basically driving boats out here. So, big, heavy cars, and they're sliding around. But, yeah, it was tight, and that's kind of why I blew it right front the first run. But luckily, that didn't happen again.
Yeah. Now, you guys do go to Rockingham next week. What are your thoughts about that race?
Rockingham is one of my more favorite tracks. With this car, I've yet to try it, so I'm not too sure. But the fact that, we're coming off a win here, hopefully it'll be pretty decent for us.
Yeah, I would assume it brings you some momentum going into next week's race. Well, like I said, you got bit by a caution early on, and you blew a right front tire apparently. Did you think that you were going to be able to drive up back through the field and have a shot to win this race?
In all honesty, not really. I was streaming to Twitch, and they kind of saw how I was driving, but I was going to be satisfied if we got a top 5, and I thought that was kind of pushing it a little bit, but that last green flag run we had, I was just able to really save my stuff, and I was getting to like the later portion of that run, we were just way faster than everybody else, and it was shown because we were just working our way up through the field.
Is there anybody you got to thank for this win tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank everybody who partners up with Bergen Klagerman Esports, Revan for putting on the league, you guys for broadcasting, as well as Nexus Esports.
All right, Justin. Well, good job on the win tonight. Best of luck to you next Tuesday night at Rockingham. See if you can go for back-to-back victories.
All right,
and
thank
Big
you, Joseph.
Dog.
Oh,
Don't
yeah,
forget
for
Big
sure.
Dog.
All right, Bobby Zilinski comes home second tonight. That was another guy that had a really fast car tonight, but came on pit road first under that last pit stop and came out second. Bobby, you was trying really hard to get around light speed. Was there anything different you could have done to make that happen?
No, it was tough because on the short run there was a group of. I mean, these cars are really pretty simple to drive short run. Like the hard part is to keep the tires on it for a long run. So like the short run, it's really hard to, you have to kind of hope they make a mistake because you can get through the corner well, but the exit, like all your speed kind of gets scrubbed off. Like I would kind of get through the exit a little better, but then once we got on the straight, it would kind of equal out. So I only got like one run on him, and then he blocked, and I guess I could have moved him, but I didn't. And then I was just kind of stuck there. We're just the same speed, so I kind of knew that would happen, unfortunately, with how bad that pit stop was and having to come back because I just kind of had to hope he made a mistake. But I was a little faster. I mean, short run, you don't really got to worry about the tires. You just kind of send it. So, gosh, I was so happy with that long run we had. I was actually driving way slower than I needed to when I got the lead because my right front it was still at 48%. We only had 15 to go or something. And I was just scared it was going to blow out because we had that really long run. But knowing that, I'm pretty happy that I was able to save that right front really well. And I would have, looking pretty good. But yeah, that caution, man. Oof.
Yeah, that caution didn't look like that needed to happen because I feel like you had a good shot even to go for the win. Now, you guys, do you go to Rockingham next week? Are we expecting you to compete for that race next week?
Yeah, probably. I got nothing going on that Tuesday, I don't think, so I should be there.
All right, sounds good. Is there anybody you got to thank for your second place tonight?
Yeah, good job to Justin. He didn't make a mistake, and he went and did the best he could. Did the best he could really, and hit his marks, and good on him. And yeah, everyone. It was fun to race everybody up there. I was making jokes in the team speak. I'm like, y'all are using way too much of your tires, and at the end of the run, they would just fall like a rock. So this is funny bantering a little bit. But thanks to them.
How were the car? Was the car better in clean air? Or, is it the same as the Gen 6?
No, there's no dirty air in these. There's no downforce,
okay.
at least that I can feel. I don't feel tighter behind somebody. So yeah, you can just kind of. It's like how it used to be, basically, with not having to deal with the aero push. So that's really nice. But yeah, I mean, I'm satisfied. Like I did all I could to win. Like and at the end of the day, they gave me like a 22.8 second pit stop, and people were getting low 20s. So you can't do nothing about it. You just drive the best you can. So I'm happy with that.
All right. Well, Zilinski, good job on second place tonight. Good luck next week at Rockingham.
Appreciate it.
Eric Sable comes home third. Eric, I tell you what, you had a great run tonight. Rudy and I were very impressed on your performance. You seem like you got these cars figured out. But what we know is it's probably the long run, probably is something that you were probably falling apart a little bit. But it seemed like the short runs you were doing pretty well. But overall, you had a great performance. I feel like this could bring you a confidence boost to maybe eventually go for a win in the NORC NASCAR series. So tell us about your race overall tonight.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised by the performance of myself. I came here with zero practice, zero knowledge of coming into Atlanta with this car. So if I can take home P3, I am beyond happy. The first run, I was surprised of how well I was doing, and I just stayed up front, so I was happy.
Now, you guys are going to Rockingham next week. What is your thoughts about that?
I am not a short track person, so I don't expect myself to be up front. And if I am, just smile for me and hey, he's doing all right for a short track. So I'm more of an intermediate guy. Short track is just not for me.
Well, you never know what could happen in these NORC races, so never over till it's over. Well, is there anybody you got to thank for your third place tonight?
Just everybody putting on the broadcast. You and Rudy in the booth do an awesome job. Enjoy watching after everything's said and done. John Barry for putting on this lead. So I have a lot of fun and I'm enjoying my time here.
All right, sounds good. Well, Eric, again, congratulations on a great performance tonight. Third place should bring you some momentum, some confidence. Best of luck to you next week at Rockingham.
Thanks, buddy.
Hey, Eric, I was just telling Joseph here a few minutes ago about back in the old days when, you and Bobby Chaney, Justin Bolton, me, a bunch of guys that we used to all race together, and how much fun that was. And boy, I miss them days, don't you?
Oh my God, yeah. I used to be so good, and the competition caught up to me and passed me and
Yep.
left me behind. So it's
Yep.
still it's great having the competition out here. Makes everything more fun and better to watch for everybody watching at home. So
Yeah. Well, good job tonight, buddy.
thanks, bud.
All right, Joseph, let's run down through the final results here, and we'll get the heck out of here. How's that?
Sounds good.
All right, Justin Liesby coming home with the win tonight with us is really going to help him out in the points a lot. Gosh, he wasn't even in the top 20 in points. Oh, maybe this will bump him up into the top 20. Bobby Zilinski coming home second. He needed that after last week's ninth place finish. Eric Sable, a great run for him. He finishes third. Chad Oxendine, what an impressive run that was for him, Joseph. That was an amazing run.
Absolutely.
I mean, once he got inside that top 10, man, he was a factor from then on, And Brett Pancari, another one coming all the way from the back of the field up to fifth place. So great job for Brett, man. We top 5 for him. That's just absolutely amazing. Daniel Falkingham in 6th, Scott Taylor 7th, Nathan Lewis 8th, Femio Lat 9th. He did come back to 9th. That's pretty good. I think Bobby Zilinski led the most laps tonight. I think he led 34. That was the most of anybody. Anyhow, Sean Williams in 10th. Joseph?
Cody Miller, last week's winner at Daytona, he was running towards back in the first part of the race, but he came back to finish a solid 11th place effort. Not too bad for him. Patrick Colby will finish 12th. Spencer Madden, 13th. John Berry will finish 14th. Nick Mucinex, 15th. Aaron Smith, 16th. Jared Darling, I thought it could be another driver that could have maybe at least a top 5 run. Unfortunately, got involved in one of the crashes. He will end up 17th. Elijah Gracia will finish 18th. Bobby Chaney, too bad to see him back in the 19th spot. Got involved in one of the, in something. So finished back in 19th. And Tony Hillbrands will round out the top 20. Rudy?
All right, Scott Shire, 21st. Josh Robin, 22nd. Terrell Baker finishing 23rd. Sheldon Lockie, 24th. Dallas Mahan, 25th. Anthony Emery. Wow, that's a tough pill to swallow there for Anthony. He's going to be back in 26th. Dylan Patterson, 27th. Freddie De La Rosa was a factor inside the top 10 all day today, too, and he winds up finishing 28th. Spencer Owens, 29th. James Simmons, 30th. Tom Mercier, 31st. Zoltan Herzeg, 32nd. Tommy Gossett, 33rd. Cody Lamas, 34th. Cole Freilich, 35th. And I don't think, Will Klein didn't even turn a lap, so I think he might have been adminning or just watching. Not sure. But anyhow, congratulations to Justin Liesby for his first race of first win of this new season. And where do you say we go to Rockingham next week? Man, that is gonna be amazing. It's gonna be like the days of old, 1987, running on Rockingham with these cars. It's gonna be amazing, Joseph.
Oh, absolutely. I'm looking forward to Rockingham. Tonight was a very good race here at Atlanta. These cars slipping, sliding around, just up on the wheel. Tonight was a really good test to know what these cars drive like, and it just excites me for the rest of this season. We saw some great racing, saw a couple drivers that had shots of their first career win tonight, and but at the end of the night, Justin Liesby with a fast pit stop, the last pit stop, and was able to hold off Bobby Zilinski. And then Rockingham next week, it just really brings a little bit of throwback in you. They used to race, NASCAR used to race at Rockingham, and then you got the 1987 cars. It's going to have that throwback vibe. So I'm really looking forward to that race as well. And I feel we're going to see some great action out there.
Yeah, this week's race, I think, was 10 times better than last week. I know they had a lot of cautions last week, but they were learning the cars, and it was on that bumpy old 07 track. And, a lot of the guys didn't have a lot of experience. Some of them had no experience in this car. They come into last week thinking, okay, I'll learn a little bit running at Daytona. And boy, it was a bumpy track, hard race. They wound up with 14 cautions this week, 4 or 5 cautions, great racing, a lot of really good passing. We've seen some guys with some great saves. It was just an amazing race all the way around. They outdid themselves here tonight, so I'm very impressed. They all need to owe themselves a big congratulations for such a good race. So, all All right. Well, folks, thanks for watching. Joseph, thank you for helping out tonight. I do appreciate it. And folks, hit that thumbs up on the video if you don't mind. Subscribe if it's your first time here. You can check out our full broadcast schedule at maxbtv.com and follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/maxbtv. Until next time, stay safe and have a good night and wash them hands.